be your guide. Psychic wonders and spiritual delight will unveil the mysteries in the light. Tune your senses, sharpen your mind. Feel the energy, let your soul unwind. Tarot cards and angels' wings. Sound healing makes your spirit sing. Mind, body, soul connection strong. Find your peace where you belong. Meditate, elevate, discover ways to brighten up your darkest days. Energy flowing through your veins. Unlock your power, break the chains. With Annie and Carrie on this ride, discover the universe inside. Healing words in crystal glow, guiding through the ebb and flow. Feel the love that we impart. Awaken the magic in your heart. Mind, body, soul connection strong. Find your peace where you belong. Meditate, elevate, discover ways to brighten up your darkest days. Mind, body, soul connection strong. Find your peace where you belong. Meditate, elevate, discover ways to brighten up your darkest days.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. Good evening on this lovely Sunday evening at the end of March. How did that happen?
It just goes without us now. We're a quarter of the way through the year and I've missed most of it.
I know, it's crazy. It's like here comes April. Like, no.
Yeah. At least it's cooled down a little bit. Like we're not melting anymore, which is nice.
I'm just going to jump in. There it is. I'm just going to share this. Oh, hello, Gail. Share.
Kerry, I've got no comments.
I'm looking at mine too, and I'm not showing any comments here, but Gail has said hello. So I don't know what's going on, why a comment's not coming. Oh, there's Gail. I just refreshed it. Sophia's online with us. Hi, Sophia.
I got nothing.
Oh, no. Well, I can look after comments. That's okay.
Oh, no, don't do this. Oh, stop it.
Hi, Jeanette. So there's Gail. Hello, lovely.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Sophia.
Oh. Hi, Sophia.
Jeanette. Hi. Hello, beautiful Anne.
It won't work.
I don't know. I'll keep an eye on comments. Luckily, it's your topic tonight, so I can manage comments for you.
Good girl. You can whack them up for me.
Yep, I can. And just,
while we are waiting, Miss Kerry Berry has got some exciting news to share. She spent the last forever not sleeping and writing and sending me things at 6 o'clock in the morning when she hadn't even been to bed.
Mm-hmm.
But tomorrow her book gets published, so it's available tomorrow on Amazon Australia and also on Kindle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called When the Mountain Answered.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the story of our retreat that we had up at Mount Tepregagan.
Yeah.
And I was there. And when I read Kerry's book, I was in tears. It just,
I really hope that, because this came out of course, we did the live. Yeah, thank you, Jeanette. Thank you so much. This came out of the live that we did where we were talking about all the incredible things that happened at the retreat. And there were moments that we had to pinch ourselves and said, hey, that actually really happened. You know, it was a pretty incredible experience for everybody there. And my sister had watched the live stream and she said in just watching the live stream, she could feel the energy and it really uplifted her. And she said, it really needs to be a book. And so that sent me on a mission of writing about 20 hours straight a day for the last 4 weeks. As a lot of people would know, because I sent out just sections that were related to everybody because I wanted their input on it. And we got it together sort of mid last week. It was sort of done. So it's one of those things where you are writing about a weekend. So there is a beginning and there is sort of an end to it. But what I learned through the process was that when I usually do my writing and the earlier book I put out, Reflections of the Soul, they're all channeled messages. So I don't do or change anything in those because they're direct from spirit. So I trust that. Where this book, however, had a little bit of poetic license to a bit of a narrative so that we could move the story along and then share all the incredible experiences in it. That was so much harder, right? Because I wasn't channeling it.
You actually had to write it.
Channeled work from now on. But what happened is as I was writing it, I was back in the energy of it. And I just couldn't sleep. It was like sleep is such an inconvenience right now.
Waste of time. Total waste of time.
So it's very exciting. So I'll give you all a little sneak peek, actually. So this is the book cover, guys, that you're looking for on Amazon. So When the Mountain Answered. So that's coming in. And I actually... you guys can see the little promo video I put together for it. I really hope that anyone that reads the book, whether you were at the retreat or not at the retreat, feels the energy of everything that happened there. I really hope it makes them feel like they've come with us on that journey through the retreat, because I think everyone should experience what we experienced.
Yeah, it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful.
So here, Annie, I might just play this little promo video if that's okay.
Go ahead, my love.
Might help if I start it from the beginning, hey? There you go.
Yes, it was epic.
So, yeah, it was wonderful, and it's really exciting to actually, you know, have it out ready for everybody. So it's an exciting time. And because there's no pictures in this book, it is just so you can visualize it in your own mind. It was a lot cheaper to bring out for everyone as well. Whereas the last one, having all the pictures, you've got to have the really high quality print with the gloss paper and the high quality gloss. So that makes it even better. It's very affordable for everybody. Kathy is saying she's watching on YouTube TV. Oh, no.
Hi, Kathy. We'll be giant size on your television. Oh, we don't watch them. It's just all too scary.
We were, and we were definitely watched over. Yeah. Thank you, Anne.
I've got Mickey Mouse on my watch. And if I put my hand on him, he tells me the time and he does a little dance. So it just needs to be quiet. Okay. Go and buy Kerry's book and get the tissues. You need
Yeah,
tissues
get
for your
the
issues.
tissues. And if you do happen to buy it, and after you read it, please go back in and leave a review, because that will really help it being just put in front of other people that we know would really love that experience. Yeah.
I shall do a review as soon as I can tomorrow.
Yeah. Look at those. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It
Yes.
was awesome, and I cried a lot writing it too. So happy tears, energy and motion tears, people. So Annie, you
Yes,
got
my lovely.
meditation tonight, lovely. Oh, you're going to do things upside down tonight, aren't you?
Why does that not surprise you? Normally, to the people who are usually here with us, normally we start with a meditation, but I'm going to have to do it the other way around, because I'm going to have to explain why we're doing that meditation before we get into it, or none of it is going to make sense. Hopefully, once I've done my little explanation, some of it should hopefully make sense.
Yeah.
I've been, for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, everywhere I've looked, I'm seeing the number 7. It's just been everywhere. And it just feels like it's on number plates. I look at the clock, everywhere, every single where I look. And I was just thinking, I don't know what this is about. So I thought, okay, trust your guides. They keep showing you the number 7. Have a look. Let's see what this is all about. So what I found was, and I found some of this really interesting too, the world was created in 7 days. We have 7 days of the week. We have 7 colors in the rainbow. We have 7 continents. We have 7 chakras. There are 7 deadly sins. And to counteract that, we have the 7 virtues. 6 of them I'm quite happy about. The 7th one I'm not quite so happy about. Thank you very much. The same. Well, the 7 virtues and the 7 deadly sins are they're like put together by religion. And the seventh virtue is supposed to be this kind of a healthy fear of the Lord. And I thought, well, why would they want you to be afraid of the Lord? And then I thought, of course they do, so that they have to be the
In
mediators.
control, yeah. They're the only ones that can feel. Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm okay with 6 of them, but the 7th one I'm a bit wobbly on because, not my jam there. We have 7 wonders of the world. We have 7 seas. For those of you who play poker machines, lucky sevens. 777 is a jackpot number, and it's a lucky number. 7 notes, Kerry, you like this one. 7 notes in the music scale.
7 solfeggio frequencies.
Absolutely, 7 frequencies. And then the indigenous people had 7 seasons. We just kind of chopped that up to make it easier for us. And in numerology, number 7 is about uncovering mysteries, seeking the truth, and introspection. And angel number 7 is spiritual awakening and growth.
Yes.
And you guys who know me, I'm forever shouting at my guides and saying, stop being bloody cryptic. Just send me an email. Well, as
they
God
sent
is
7 emails, Annie.
as God is my judge, they sent me an email. Like truly, I kicked into this email and I went, no. And then I thought, I've been asking for this for months and months. So I got an email. I was so excited. And what this email said is the energy of the number 7. And I went, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks heaps. So it asked a few questions, and it was sort of talking about, do you feel the need to be alone and detached from people? Because the world's a bit kind of peoply out there.
Yeah.
And it asked if, is noise bothering you? Now, this one is one that's a real, I really struggle with this one. Noisy atmospheres, noisy TV, noise everywhere. And that one really jangles. This is with my bliss. It does. Um, are people draining your energy? Are you feeling that when you're with a whole lot of people? Um, you're okay while you're there, but by the time you get home, you're like a washed out dishcloth, and
Yeah.
you're just absolutely exhausted. Um, so what the energy of 7 does is, instead of shifting you to external validation and looking for people around you, it turns you inwards, and it's about internal understanding, and it's also talking about becoming selective with your time
Yeah.
and who you share your time with. So the thing that this blessed email said was that at this moment in time, the collective are in 7 energy. So we're not alone in this. If any of these things, if they're resonating with you, that's what this email said. It's saying this is the energy that people who are remotely sensitive to any of this kind of stuff are in this 7th energy. And at the moment, there's a choice, and it's a big choice, because with all of the noise and clatter and
Yeah.
shit fight basically that's going on in the world, it's very much, oh, look at this, oh, look at that, oh, look at this, oh, look at that. And
Distraction and distortion.
absolutely, yeah. So the 7 energy is talking to you about discernment,
Yeah.
and it's talking about you going inside yourself and creating space so that you can hear yourself clearly,
Yeah.
and you can, like, all of the stuff that's going on, it's so reminiscent of the fear mongering that happened a few years ago, and the threat of lockdowns. Like Melbourne, of course, they're
Yeah.
putting free public transport on because they don't want people to use their cars
Yeah.
because of this fuel crisis rubbish, you know. And it's like it's like another level of shutdown, you know, because they tried to bring up lots more new viruses, you know, all that stuff, and everybody
Didn't.
just went, nah, we played that
No.
game before, we're not doing that.
Not doing that one again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've done that one. We've got that T-shirt. We're not going there again. Bugger yeah.
Mm.
So this is. It just feels like in some ways it's a change in direction. They've
Yeah.
pivoted. But if you can find this space where you can, it is actually about disconnecting,
Yeah.
and it's not about disconnecting from the important things. It's about disconnecting from the noise and the
Yep.
bustle and the hassle that's going on around you in the world, and not buying into it. Don't buy into the fear. And it's asking you to pause and actually focus on what's important to you. Because as we're doing this split thing, there's going to be more chaos. You
Yeah.
know, they're not done yet. It's escalating by day. But again, it's a distraction.
Yeah.
So this is just talking about pausing and focusing what's important to you, because the number 7, it brings awareness and it brings clarity. And again, you're not alone. You
Yeah.
know, that everybody that's in our space collectively across the planet are all saying the same things and doing the same things, you know. And if you don't go and have a wee look and get these kinds of emails, it can feel a bit isolating, because it feels very much like, I mean, Kerry and I are blessed because we've got our tribe,
Yeah.
you know, we're blessed. But like, I'm reading for people that maybe haven't found their tribe, or don't have one yet. And they're in this space of feeling isolated, whereas we have our girls around us, our group around us,
Yeah.
you know. So all this kind of stuff, you know, there's people that are in this space now, and they say, I can't talk to people about this because it's back to they think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
They,
It's interesting, isn't it? Because 7, if you think about even numerology, right? With 7, it's the number of the mystics, right? It's the number of those who can see beyond the surface level, you know, that bigger picture and that inspiration. Even referring to people who are driven in that 7 energy as the bridge between the physical world and the spiritual world. So the fact that you're getting this through from your guides about this 7 energy, I think it's also a bit of a reminder for you, for me, for our beautiful soul family in chat with us tonight, that we all play a role in that bridge for people, particularly when they're just stepping in and going, hang on, all the fuzz is starting to clear. And I'm starting to see beyond that surface level now. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
So stepping into that 7 energy becomes a powerful space, not only for us not to be distracted or distorted by what's going on around us, but also to be that light that's the bridge for people that are now moving more into that space and gaining that higher level of understanding.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I'm finding more and more people are coming. And there's a lot of the people that are coming that are, they're saying, I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm not moving forward. And I'm kind of saying to people at the moment, it's not stuck, it's a pause.
Yeah.
It's stop, it's breathe, it's get your head together, focus on what is important to you. Now, Mirani has just said, coming back to the land and country, because this allows you to block out the noise. One of the things, like, one of the things I would really like people to do, and what I'm going to try to do with my meditation, is it's like we're connecting back to nature, Mirani. It's all of the external chitter chatter noise, carry on that's happening out there. All of these things and busyness takes you further and further and further away from yourself and who you actually are.
Yeah.
And this is very much about reconnecting. It's about sitting in stillness and recalibrating. It's like, if you were a car, it's like a tune-up.
Yeah.
Because the 7 energy is all around heightening your intuition.
Yeah.
And if you can stay in that 7 energy where it's not about reacting, it's about understanding and getting clarity around what is important to you and what's not important. And it's about being able to shut out all the noise and all the nonsense. And it's saying, because you're in the energy of the collective, there's a whole mountain of people that are there to support us all through this. You know?
The 7 archangels. Sorry, I just thought I'd throw in another 7.
Yeah, just tuck it in while you're at it.
Yeah.
Because and 3, 5, and 7 are the numbers of nature. Everything happens in nature on odd numbers, 3, 5, and 7. Plants, trees, everything.
And 9, actually. 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it's like, it can feel a bit isolating at times, but it's not about that. It's much more about that pause, step back, observe and discern. Just think, is this real or is this not real? And that's where we sit in silence. And again, this is about trust, because you've all got incredible intuition. With the girls who were with us when we went to the mountain, like, people had these divining rods in their hands, and there was people that had never done it before, and it was like, I don't know if this is going to work. And all they had to do was trust and look at what the outcome was.
Just allow that energy to flow, because that's what you're connecting into. You're just reading the energy.
Yeah. And it's not second guessing.
Amazed people. Yeah,
they're amazed themselves.
Yeah.
You know,
Gail, I agree with you. It's good that people are recognizing that they're stuck, because it's in that stuckness, right, that they start actually observing And that observation comes exactly from what Annie was talking about, that you're in that stillness. So you can observe that you're not so busy being a human doing instead of a human just being, that you get to observe that. So I agree with you. I think stuck is the first place to be,
Yeah, it's that recognition that
Mm,
things are not as they seem.
yeah. 7 Olympic rings. There you
Oh,
go.
thanks, Neil. It's all about the sevens.
It
But
is.
it is about it's that things are not as they seem, and it's what
Mm,
Kerry said. Like once you get under it and start to see the I, like with this sevens everywhere,
yep.
everywhere, and I
Yep.
could have just thought, oh, that's strange, that's
Yeah.
weird, and
Yeah.
not gone anywhere with it.
Mm-hmm.
Then as I kept going, there was more and more and more, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking, this is synchronicity. Like this is just ridiculous. The other thing I did was I started playing with my Blooming Seven energy cards, and I
Right.
thought,
Yes.
oh, that's strange. Huh. And what's really interesting too is as I turn them over, the first card that I can see on the bottom says the spirit of gratitude, and it's card number 43, and 4 and 3 is bloody 7.
Yeah.
Isn't there's no getting away from it.
There's no getting away from it. And look, Sophia's at 7 is also attached to the pyramids, right? Yep. The hanging gardens of Babylon, the moon's phases every 7 days, and your body regenerates on a 7-year cycle. So
Yes.
there's so much more to this. And if I was going to add in the others, we have 7 watches right now through where I'm watching. There you go. That's interesting. So that's where are you on? You're on Facebook, Gail? Yeah, because we've got a few from YouTube as well. I should count those up and have a look there also. But if you think about it, the 7 heavens, right? They talk about the 7 heavens. You said 7 chakras. We mentioned the 7 archangels. There's also the 7 seals in the book of Revelation. So that era of when those 7 seals are opened, and that's really when the awakening and the big shift occurs. So it's all intertwined at the moment. Super interesting.
Yep. The other thing is that I discovered is that there are 7 planets that align with the 7 chakras. And what I wanted to do around our meditation tonight was tie in to our meditation the energy of the planets, because for us, we're here on this earth, on this level, but everything around us in nature is also part of that. And the
Yeah.
energy of the planets is also part of that. And I can't remember when it was, but it was a couple of weeks ago that we had all the 7 planets in a line.
Yep.
Remember? And that
Mhm.
hadn't happened like forever.
Yep.
And it's not going to happen again
For a
until
long
forever.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, it just keeps, it's like this recurring pattern.
Yeah.
It just coming and coming and coming.
Keeps happening. Marani, that's something really interesting that so Annie came to me and she said, Kerry, I have to do 7. Right? This has to be our next topic because I'm getting all this 7. And then earlier in the week, we were doing like a meditation communication, and during that meditation I was shown different planes, different levels of existence, both in the physical and the spiritual. When I went back and counted, there were 7 levels that they gave me. So then I went looking. So some of you might know of or the 7 heavens. So look at Enoch and 7 heavens, because that also came out for me during the week and I could make the correlation. But what was interesting with that at the end of that meditation was that I watched as the earth plane where we are now started to rise, and then it settled at level 5. And so it's almost like, hey, we're actually moving through this shift where that plane is moving up. The nature spirits plane also came up with us, and the paradise, that first level of heaven, also moved up with us. And the lower level energies were left behind on those lower levels, like they can't actually reach this level anymore. And I think it was really indicative of that shift that we're all going through and the importance of this stillness and connecting with that energy right now. So just a thought around that, because I don't believe in chance or coincidence. I think it came through for a reason. But I wasn't thinking about it for tonight until I saw Marani's comment, and I just went, hey, yeah, that's right. It's lifting.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah. And like what we've been, Esther, 7 colours in the rainbow. What we've been
Dance of the Seven
Dance
Veils.
of the 7 Veils. So absolutely.
Have to get you on here to demonstrate that one, Gail.
Yeah, that would be fun. Miss Salome with her 7 veils.
Yeah.
Now I've gone dancing, so
Sorry.
you know, it's all gone
Sorry about that.
I'm dancing now. I'm away with the fairies.
Bit of a throat.
Yeah, you've sent me totally off track.
In a different area. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. It happens all the time. We're always on about this. This is not new. This is a remembering, and that pause and the wake up. It's like realign and remember. Remember who you were, and remember what your contract was, and remember why you came here. 7 brides for 7 brothers.
Yeah.
It's never ending. All these blessings. And look,
oops for throwing you off.
yeah, that's okay. I'm back. I'm back, Gailey. I'm back. And again, a lot of the people, like this week in particular, I've read for some incredibly interesting people that are having the most incredible, strange experiences. And it's like all of a sudden their intuition has hit a higher level. Like a lot of the people work on gut level, but now it just seems to have, it's like they've been poked with a stick and it's kind of waking everybody up, you know? And again, for some of us, we actually do that and we trust our intuition. But for the people that are still in the busyness space and maybe haven't quite stepped into this yet, it's a bit confusing and it's a bit disconcerting for them. And I think that's where we come in, where all of us who do whatever it is that we do in our own way, when people approach us like this, whether it's for healing or guidance or clarity or validation or whatever, I think that's our job. And I think that job is going to get bigger and expand, you know. And like with Kerry's book, both this one and her Reflections of the Soul, it's kind of, there's little triggers in both of these books that people might go, oh, I felt that. Or, oh, that makes sense. Or, oh, this is, I just feel different. I can't remember who I was talking to. I was talking to somebody that Sophia had done her Lomi Lomi on. And she said, I felt so different afterwards. I didn't feel like me anymore. I felt all new and shiny.
Yeah.
And I think that stuff is really, really important.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter, you know, like Kerry and I have both worked in training, you know. Sophia was corporate. Gail works, she works in retail, you know. It doesn't matter where you work and it doesn't matter how you do it. We all just do it. You know, we're there. I was outside, I don't think I told you this, but I was outside the Soul Cauldron last week and there was this wee lady toddling up the road, and as she went past me, as she was coming towards me, I just smiled at her as she was walking towards me, and she stopped dead in her tracks and she said, thank you for giving me your smile. And I thought, my goodness gracious,
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
I do that without even thinking.
A lot of people won't even make eye contact anymore,
Yeah. But to
and that's
be,
a boundary thing.
yeah,
So, yeah, yeah.
but to have her actually stop
Mm.
and say that,
Recognize the good energy that you just sent to her.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, like, even if it's just that,
Yeah.
if it's just acknowledging people or seeing people, um,
Hmm.
I do it. I do it in the shops. Like the we were shopping yesterday, and the people who packed my groceries, because they didn't train me how to be a Coles worker. I haven't done that training,
Yeah.
and I will not if there's any way around it. I'll
With,
wait for somebody to do it
yeah.
for me. But I'll always say thank you to them. Thank you for packing
Yeah.
my groceries. I really appreciate you, because
Hmm.
it's a pain in the neck to do
Mm.
it yourself when you've got a bloody trolley road.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it doesn't need to be big giant things.
Mm.
It's just like tiny little things, like give people your smile.
Yeah.
Acknowledge that they're there, they're not invisible.
Hmm.
Sometimes you could be the only person that they talk to in a day,
Yeah.
you know. Maybe they don't have anybody else. So I'm terrible. Like I talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just
But that's and a good thing, and it's uplifting. And I think that being able to stay in that energy, and I'm talking to myself here too, because people will know that I go, oh my gosh, it's too peoply out there. I really don't want to do the shopping center, right? So I'm talking to myself here too. But when you work in the stillness and you can keep that level in the stillness, I think that the next test is, can you stay there regardless of the chaos going on outside your window? Right? Like, so can you go out and still maintain that energy and not be impacted by anything else going on around you or the energy that you're surrounded by? And I think that's almost the next step in it, Annie.
I think I think you can. Well, there's a trick to it, Kerry, in my
Mm,
opinion. You
mm.
know, like I was at Trevallen on Thursday. I bought a dragon. Oh golly, she's beautiful. Anyway, um,
She is
she's
beautiful.
glorious, and she's big. She
Elvira.
Yes, she's big, and she's outside. I don't know where I'm going to put her at. She's out there, sort of looking around the place, saying, I like it here. So I'm going to move her about a bit, and when she settles, I'll leave her there. But
Yeah.
she's at the moment, she's just looking down her nose at my puppies, thinking I can
Yeah.
set you up. But I had there was two ladies, one in particular. I was running so late because this lady was just so interesting, and we were laughing and we were giggling and we were carrying on. And my next person was waiting, and Chelsea, who works there, sort of stuck her head round and said, "Are you nearly done now? Because um, your next lady's waiting." And I'm saying, "Yes." I'm saying, "Yes, I am." I said, "This is my new best friend." Um, so I said, she's finished now. She can go bring in the next one. So the next lady that came in, she had just lost her husband, and she was really sad. And they had been married for over 40 years. And we
Yeah.
were having a chat, and she was crying. And I said to her, um, I said, I need to show you something, because she said that she sits out on her back deck, and she has her cup of tea and her biscuit and everything, and she just sits there. And I said to her, I need to show you something. I said, come with me. So I took her hand, and we're wandering through the garden, and I
Mhm.
took her to a dragon, and I said, look at my new friend. This is a dragon, and she's coming home with me. And she said, I want a dragon. She said, I didn't see this one. And I said, no, you didn't, because I made it invisible, because I didn't want anybody to buy it.
No one else can have this dragon.
You've got this. But when we looked up, and at the back wall of the garden, there was this dragon. And it's not as big as mine, but it's beautiful. And she went, oh my, look, look, look. So I said, let's go and get it. So we toddled over there. So she's got her dragon under her arm. I've got mine. She was my last client. And we toddled up to the desk where Chelsea was. And she looked at me and I said to her, this is my new best friend. We've both got dragons. Chelsea's like, what is wrong with you? She said, you're stone mad. I said, yes, I am. I said, but we are now dragon ladies and we're very happy with this. And the whole place is in a bloody uproar. And this lady went from crying to going home with her new friend under her arm. And the whole atmosphere, just dragon energy.
Just shifted.
Whoosh.
And how important it is to play that bridge for people between the energies.
Yeah.
You know, so, and how important to her, because she'd been in that space and all of a sudden a new connection, right? Yeah. Even if it's with the dragon that's going to be looking after her, right?
Yeah.
So it's just that lift in energy and the importance of being a bridge through that process. Yeah.
And if you can get people to be all excited,
it's
stupid, you know, it literally just bang. They go from down there to up there instantly.
Yeah.
You know, and if you've got a dragon to go home and talk to, every time she talks to that little dragon, I said to her, I said, you need to ask him what his name is.
Yes.
That when I go home, you know, and it's that, you know, that childlike innocence, that, you know, everything's exciting, shiny things, you know. I think that's one of the tricks to it. And being out and having to do the people-y stuff, that's important. But it's also important to come back. And when you come back, do the sitting in silence, do the shower, clean your energy, shake it off, you know, because if you're absorbing some of their stuff and then regenerating some of their energy, it is draining. It's exhausting, you know. So it's really, really, and protection. We all know about protection, but it is really, really important that we kind of get back to that happiness, because there's not a lot of that around at the moment either. You know, and I think happiness is the key. Just joy in the little tiny things. Like I see rainbows and go crazy. I love rainbows.
Yeah.
You know, it was raining the other day and I was hanging over the balcony and Paul said, what are you doing? I said, I'm looking for a rainbow. This is rainbow weather. And we found
you had a rain blob, didn't you, the other day?
It was desperately trying to be a rainbow, but it was just this blob of rainbow colours in the sky, and it didn't do this. It just went boom and sat there. So yeah, it was. But I think that stuff is really important. You know, I think we lose that.
Yeah.
And if you drop into that, you know, sadness and lack and all of that, that's what you pull towards you. That's what you attract. So it's really important to try to maintain your level of energy. Like if you think about what you've gone through, Kerry, like for the last ever, you've been living in your bedroom with 3 cats, a dog, and a refrigerator. You know, and all the way through it, it was like meditation. I need to meditate. I can escape this. I can get above this. I know the dog's going to jump on me and I'm wearing a cat hat, but I can get through this, you know. And it's that stuff where you can reground
and it
yourself.
Also settled the animals too. Like if I was agitated in the room, they're going to react to that energy. But if I was meditating, they'd all just sleep around me.
Yeah,
you know, because it's, this is a nice energy just to settle in, you know.
Yeah.
So it made a difference for that too. And I felt really fortunate for that because I could go anywhere I wanted to in the meditation. I didn't have to be in that room. But that stillness also allowed me to do a lot of writing, to look inward, to do all that work. So although it was hard, a lot of good things came out of that as well. And you do start seeing beyond the surface level of things.
Yeah.
You know, for what you actually appreciate and what's important to you and what's not. It suddenly takes a whole different perspective around it. So that stillness, and you're talking about that 7 energy, which is very much that, you know, that stillness, look inward, the answers you seek are inside you, right? And that connection is inside you. That's really the energy of 7, isn't it?
Yeah. 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 The other thing is not to feel guilty.
Mm.
You know, there's a lot of people that aren't good at doing nothing
Yeah.
or thinking that they're doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. You know, if you say you can't meditate, that's fine.
Mm.
Just sit there. Just sit there.
Daydream out the window, same.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're lucky enough to be at water, go and sit and look at the water.
Yeah.
If you're outside, you know, there's trees everywhere. Go look at a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Go hug a tree. Go sit in a park, because it's the ultimate in self-care.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
you can
And
do
they
your hair
also,
and your nails and all that stuff, but that's sitting in silence and being with yourself. Really
yeah,
important.
yeah,
Sorry,
what is
Katie.
within is also without. Yep, exactly. I think, and I'm going from memory here, but there was also like the soul's journey being in 7 stages. I'm sure that was another 7. And I think it sort of went, bear with me a sec as I try and think through it. I think it was awakening. So something begins to stir, right? That beginning stirring that something's not quite right. This wasn't how it was meant to be. That first acknowledgement of something's wrong here. Then seeking. So then you start, okay, so what is it that's wrong? What am I not seeing? So that questioning what reality really is, you know, in that second stage of awakening of the soul. Then the third stage is that learning stage, right? So you start getting all this information, and then you need to discern what sits with me, what doesn't sit with me. What do I go, yeah, that feels right, or no, that doesn't feel right. It's another distraction, right? Or distortion of that reality. But you also, through that process, start to absorb some of that spiritual knowledge of the connection. Then so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 is the integration of that. You start to bring it all together and go, oh, I trust my intuition now, or it comes in so fleetingly and I dismiss it, but I'm not dismissing it anymore. I'm actually going, hang on a minute, right? I don't. So you start listening to the spiritual knowledge and what feels right on the inside. So, you know, you start trusting it more in that stage. Then the big transformation happens. And this is the scary bit, right? Because you suddenly go, oh, wow, I know I'm connected to everything. I understand the oneness. I understand I'm in separation for learning and growth in the journey of the soul, but I also understand how everything's connected. And suddenly ego can kick in, right? And there lies the danger. Don't get stuck in ego, people, right? Because that's a dangerous place to get stuck, because then you go back into the selfish me stuff, right? I'm on this pedestal above everybody else. So stay out of ego zone. But that transformation starts stepping in at about level 5, which is the old shit moment, right? If you think of numerology, right? So you either keep going up or you go backwards because you're stuck in ego. So one of the two there. Then there's alignment, where you start, as you would say, Annie, you walk the walk, right? So it's not just playing with it or talking about it. You're really beginning to live it on a day-to-day basis, and you're walking the walk. You're practicing. You are having the conscious conversations. You're aware of how your words and the energy that's connected to your words affect things as well. Flipping that thought process as well, because thoughts have frequency and energy. So you start living it and you start walking the walk. And then the final is sort of that enlightenment, where it all just comes together and there's nothing to prove anymore. You can just sit in that stillness and just be there, you know, and in that enlightenment. So that inner peace and that real pure connection to source, that it really does, nothing else actually matters anymore as much, except for being that bridge to help other people through those stages. I think I got those right. Was that 7 in the end?
I think so.
I think so, guys. But yeah, they talk about that too. So this mystical ability and that the mystical connection of 7 runs through so many things, and being in that energy now really correlates with the shift that we're all going through.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing, like, a lot of people get all tied in knots about this stuff because they try to make it complicated.
Yeah.
And it's so not complicated.
Yeah.
You know? Like, kids can do this. Kids do it without even thinking about it. Little people are great at this stuff. You know? It's just when we get a little bit older and we get busy and we get knocked out of it, and then we start thinking, we start second guessing ourselves, and then we don't want to talk to people because they're going to think we're crazy. You know, I don't give a shit who thinks I'm crazy. They're allowed to think that. I'm quite happy being crazy.
Exactly.
You know? I don't want to be normal. I keep saying it. Normal's a cycle on my washing machine. You know? But,
and most everything you can do can be done in a meditation. Open yourself up to limitless possibility, because everything that exists in reality existed in thought form first. So,
like music, watching a movie, reading a book, anything that stills you. Oh, that 7-Up series, that was incredible. I watched that, where they started with the little kids when they were 7, and then they did them every 7 years and watched how they grew and what happened. That was amazing. That was absolutely incredible.
And the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. Exactly.
Yep. It's
exactly.
Not
just focusing on your breathing actually connects you to source energy. Just that simple, just listening and focusing and feeling the breath work move through you connects you. So
and if thoughts pop in, just let them pop back out again.
There you go. Seed of life consists of 7 circles of the same size, often framed by a large surrounding circle. There you go. Another one.
See?
It's everywhere.
Thank you, everybody, for validating me. So now I think what we might do is we might do my little meditation.
Yes,
because what I'm going to do with this one is, like I said, I'm going to link you with the 7 planets, and I want you to think about the energy of the planets and the energy of the chakra that we're going to pull into. So while you're doing this, think about, this is this chakra, and I know that this is what it does. So I'm charging it up with this energy. Okay. And all the while remembering that we're still grounded. As above, so below. So that's where we're going to start.
Feet flat on the floor, or plant yourself if you're lying down. Plant yourself so you can feel it. I'm telling myself, because the girls will tell you they have to kick me to put my feet flat on the floor.
Yeah, she forgets, and if we put her in a big high chair, she can't reach. She has to
That's true. Would you like me to hit the background music for this behind you?
Glorious.
Okay, I will do that.
Thank you. Got it on? Got it. Okay. Big deep breath. And sigh it out. Do another one. Deep breath. Deep breath in. And sigh it out. I ask that you imagine there's a pillar of white light coming down from the universe way, way up high. It comes down through the top of your head. As this beautiful white light comes through you, you feel your face relax. Your eyes go soft. Your jaw goes soft. The white light travels down and reaches your shoulders. Any tension in your shoulders or your arms just disappears as you gently, gently relax. Feel the muscles in your back, your shoulders relax. This warm white light is coming through your body and making you feel warm and safe and comfortable. Come down to your lower back and into your belly. Have a little breath and let your belly relax. Feel your buttocks relax. Feel them go soft. Feel the light traveling down through your thighs, into your knees, into your calf muscles, and down into your feet. Push the light as far as you can down through your feet and into the ground. The higher above you are, the lower below you can go. You're completely relaxed. There's nothing you need to do, and you're where you need to be. Take your attention to your base chakra at the bottom of your spine. We're going to channel the red energy of Mars. This is for grounding. This is for safety and security. It's for passion. Feel the red energy of Mars spinning and spinning. You're safe, you're secure, you're supported. Come up to your sacral chakra. Feel the beautiful energy of Venus. Venus is all about creativity. It's all about enthusiasm. It's about excitement. It's about shiny things. Feel that beautiful energy. Feel it fill you up. Venus is sending you her glorious energy. Come up to your solar plexus. We're channeling the energy of the sun. Feel the warmth. Feel the heat. Feel joy. Feel happiness. Feel like skipping. This is where all your childlike emotions are. Let the sun tickle you. Let it bring you joy and happiness. As we go further up, we go to the heart. The heart is all about love, and the moon energy comes into your heart, filling your heart with love. You feel so loved. You feel so at peace. You feel whole. You feel seen. You feel heard. Take the energy up to your throat. Your throat's all about communication. The energy of planet Mercury allows you to speak your truth. It allows you to speak your truth with no fear. When it's linked with the moon energy and the heart energy, you're speaking your truth with love. You can express yourself. You're not afraid to be vulnerable. You're able to ask for what you need. Mercury supports you in doing this. If you have difficult conversations to have, channel the energy of Mercury. Ask for help. Take your energy up to your third eye. This is all about wisdom. Your third eye is all about wisdom. Your third eye is in the energy of Jupiter. It's knowledge. It's discernment. It's understanding. It's compassion. Take the energy up to your crown. The planet of your crown is Saturn. This is about enlightenment. This is about connection to Source. Connection to Source is not just about connection to the divine. Connection to Source energy is about connection to everything and everybody, because we are all one. It's connection to the trees. It's connection to the rivers, to the oceans, to the land, to the sky, to the stars, to the earth. It's wholeness and oneness and enlightenment. If you channel all of these planets' energies, everything you do will be different. You'll find yourself grounded. You'll find yourself having creative ideas, being able to see the big picture. You'll have much more energy and be full of joy and excitement. Everything you do, you'll do with love. You'll speak your truth using the wisdom and the enlightenment from the planets Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn. These planets are there for a reason. They're there to connect you. As we connected with the white light, we're connecting all the way up to the very top of the universe, right up to the 7th level, and all the way down into that grounding energy, while managing to hold the energy of the planets that will bring us joy, that will bring us happiness, that will uncover the mysteries, that will awaken us spiritually, and will allow us to be who we came here to be. I'm going to leave you there for a little moment. Sit in this energy. Notice how it makes you feel. Do you feel stronger? Do you feel excited? Are you full of joy? Are you full of love? Do you feel enlightened? Just have a sit in these feelings and see what comes up for you. It's time to come back now. Feel your bottom on the chair and your feet on the floor. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And when you're ready, gently, gently open your eyes.
I'm not ready.
You don't look like you want to come back. The thing about this is you can go back there at any time.
That was lovely.
I'm glad you liked it. What did you feel, Kerry?
I just felt so calm. I think was like it was just everything in balance, and I think that calmness in the stillness is there's just completeness.
Mm,
So yes, there's happiness and there's joy and that, but in that calm, you just felt complete. That was the feeling for me. Les wants to stay longer because it was such a good space.
you can stick around there, Les.
Yeah.
Not only that, you can take yourself back there too.
Gail, full of planets, magical. And Marani's got a couple of songs there, Imagine and Sound of Silence. Yes.
Yeah. Imagines are beautiful. They're both beautiful songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the man who does the Sounds of Silence. He's got a really powerful voice. It takes it to a different level from where Simon and Garfunkel took it. I can't remember his name. It's something that starts with a D, I think. But yeah, Imagine's a beautiful emotion for what's happening at the moment. If we had peace in the world, it would be lovely.
All through that, Annie, and bringing in that beautiful planetary energy, all I could keep thinking of in that spot was that number 7, and we brought in the 7, like you're bringing in the 7 planets or the planets and the sun into that it's not just a number, it's a frequency.
Mm.
So in aligning to the frequency of 7, it calls us inward. It calls us to reflect beyond that noise, beyond illusion, beyond the illusion. So, and it's just, the only way I can describe that calm is it's the place of peace where truth lives. How's that?
Yeah, that's a beautiful description.
I don't know how else to describe that. But
it's
that
a beautiful
was
description.
definitely the energy of it. So it's almost like an invitation, isn't it? The energy of 7 is an invitation just to pause.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people, because of circumstances, and it's not their own fault, but because of circumstances, that they're unable to speak their truth. They're scared to speak their truth. They're hiding. They're making themselves smaller. They're turning themselves outside in. Colleen's body was humming. That's wonderful.
There you go. The frequency of 7, Cole.
Yeah. And I think that when you do this and when you're in 7, it's about the most important person not to tell lies to is yourself.
Well, you can't really, can you?
A lot of people do, though.
Yeah.
They bend themselves out of shape and they turn themselves inside out to be what they think people need them to be or want them to be. And when you get into this space of proper alignment, where you've got the enlightenment and the wisdom and the truth, you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
It's just impossible. You're living, it's what you said, you're living it.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. 7 is also a bit subtle because 7 doesn't really shout at you.
No, it's
a gentle frequency because it invites you to reflect.
Yeah.
And connect. So it whispers that truth to the soul. It's not loud and forceful. So Sandy, you missed it. You've really got to go back. It was such an interesting topic tonight with 7 that Annie was bringing through for us.
I've got my 7 energy cards.
There you go. The number of authenticity.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I've got 3.
Yeah, I'm just shuffling.
Wow.
One just fell out. Let me see what else they've got for me.
Oh God, no. Oh, dearie me.
Okay, whenever you're ready, I've just got one more to drop. I've had 2. I've just got one more to go.
Okay.
For the collective this week.
So the first one I've got, believe it or not, is card number 43.
Of course it is.
7. Spirit of gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
And
Perfect.
the next card I have is card number 25. 5 and 2. This one, I think, this is birds of a feather, and I think this is a reminder that we are all part of this collective energy, and that we are all gravitating towards each other and being part of this incredible change, and being like we're not doing this on our own. Oh, dearie me. Okay, I'm just going to play this game because my guides have got a sense of humor. The third card I have in my hot little hand is card number 16.
Of course. There you go. 6 and 1, 7.
This is the Royal You. Yeah. And for me, this card is all about self-care, being who you actually are, authenticity, and about owning it. There's a buzzword for this at the moment. It's like sovereignty. Own your sovereignty. You're a queen. That's how you deserve to be treated. It's about knowing your worth. You only get what you think you deserve. And this card is a reminder that you are precious, that you are worthy, that you are special, that you are just a glorious, golden, shiny human being. So adjust your crown and step into it. Move forward. Miss Kerry, what have you got?
The reason I laughed immediately is because the first card that dropped was 7 of Wands.
Of course it bloody was.
Of course it is. Of course it is. So that is spiritual forward movement, right? So again, what the guides are coming through with this card is they're saying, where do you need to look deeper in your life? Where do you need to go inward in your life for those answers, not outward, because that's where the truth is waiting for you, right? So they're encouraging you to sit in that truth. So again, the stillness, the spiritual movement forward, and of course our beautiful 7 in those wands. The next card they gave me was the Sun. Stay in your joy, stay in that beautiful frequency of 7 that can see beyond the surface level and feel the gratitude and joy for the connection to everything else. So the Sun is definitely coming out, be in that joy. Things are going to go well if you can stay in this space, and connect with that. And the last card that came out was the High Priestess. Trust your intuition, trust the information that's coming into you right now. And again, that relates completely to this energy of 7, which is in going inward, learning to listen to your higher self, listen to source, listen to that connection. So again, although they weren't all 7s, Annie, they
did that to me.
All just relate beautifully to this energy of 7 that we've talked about tonight. Yeah.
My guys just have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like every card added up to 7. I just thought, okay. I'd asked for an email, now I've got 2.
Exactly. And I love that, because what the guides are coming through with is that And I love it because it's not coincidence, call it synchronicity, call it whatever. But Annie's been pestered. She's even got an email about this is 7 and you need to talk about this topic. And then the guides have come through both in Annie's cards and through mine, reconfirming that that is the message for everybody in chat right now. That for each one of you, this is an important time to sit with that authenticity, sit in that stillness, keep that connection, and don't be distracted or distorted by energies that are wanting to pull you out of that, you know. So big message from the guides reconfirming that there was a big reason why Annie was pestered nonstop to do this topic.
That's okay. I'm all good with it. It's the same thing though. Like, you know, I said to you, I need to do 7, and you just went, yeah, okay. Yep. At that point, you had no idea what I was doing. Basically, no. I didn't have a lot of idea about what I was doing either. I just knew that it was important, that it had to happen.
And it's funny because I sort of say to my guides, all right, so Annie's going to do 7 this week. I'm going to have to look at that. And then, you know, meditation. And then I go, oh, look, the 7 heavens and the rise, right? Oh, okay. Thank you. I think that's all I need to know. We'll be right from there.
Great cards. Yes, Gail, they were.
Too funny, too funny.
Well, we might toddle off now. But thank you so much to everybody for being with us. We really appreciate you. Please remember, go looking for Miss Kerry's book.
Yeah,
tomorrow on Amazon or on Kindle.
Yeah, that's what it's going to look like, guys, on Amazon. So you can pre-order on Kindle, but it'll come out live in paperback as well. So yeah, so there you go. I'll get that back off the screen. Yeah, thank you so much, Audra. Thank you, beautiful Annie. That was an awesome topic tonight. I love that.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was interesting for me because basically I was winging it. Before I came here today, I sat down, I did my little meditation, and I said, okay, guys, guide my words, guide my thoughts, keep me on track. Just keep me on track because I know I can waffle. And
that's the biggest thing, right? Like, how long is a piece of string? Well, half the size, you know, double the size from the middle. I don't know.
Yeah. Keep on track, guys. So, yeah, have a wonderful fortnight, everybody. Goodness knows what we'll come up with next. But
you know, it's sort of a theme in what we do, isn't it? Right? It's really, you know, we just go, oh, yeah, our guides are going to tell us it's okay. That's a level of trust.
Yeah, that's not going straight.
Yeah, you're gonna really enjoy it, Sandy. Yeah, it's a really interesting topic. Yeah. Thank you, Cole. We miss you as our bubble girl, but thank you.
I don't even have bubbles. Gosh, I don't know where my bubbles have gone.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did it last week as well. I'll sort it.
Okay. Well, good night, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you, Kerry.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Gordy.
Bye.
It's our outro.
And he whispers secrets in the night, mystical visions taking flight. Carrie's got that angel glow so bright, gliding through the dark to the light. Tarot cards spread on the cosmic rug, healing power in a gentle hug. Meditation's deep like an ancient grove, finding peace through the stars above. Mind, body, spirit, soul, we rise, angel feathers falling from the sky, psychic waves in a gentle tide. Let the universe be our guide. Sound healing echoes through the air, lifted hearts with a tender care. Spiritual journeys we embark, lighting flames within the dark. Messages from angels clear and true, whispering love in all My